Hi Sagittarius, Trishna here. Welcome to your January 2020 love reading. So we're going to do this video the same way that I did the last sets of videos in December. I'm going to share my intuitive insights and then I'm going to show you some tarot cards and we're going to go through the cards for the second half of this reading. So what I'm getting for you intuitively is I feel like Sagittarius, you are in a really good place romantically. I feel like you are very much in love with your partner. You're very happy with your partner. You're very happy with your relationship. You're very happy with yourself. Sure, there are things here and there that you wish could be different, but they're really minor and you're actually just really happy with your romantic situation and your partner and the relationship that you have. And I feel like you are very committed to this relationship, you're very serious about it, and you're thinking very long term about your relationship and where you want it to go and the future that you can have with this person and with this partnership. So you are in a really good place, Sagittarius, in your relationship, in your partnership. You're so happy though that you haven't really noticed that your partner is not feeling quite as happy as you are. And Sagittarius, this is a general reading, so I'm seeing two main scenarios for you. So the first one is your partner may not be very happy because they're not entirely sure that they want to have a future with you. They're not sure that you are really the right partner for them. If you're in this group of Sagittariuses, then what I'm feeling for your relationship is that it's not really going to go anywhere. I feel like if your partner is not really sure about your relationship, that basically your relationship is going to come to an end in maybe 3 to 6 months. It's just going to wind down and their mentality is not ever really going to shift. So I'm very sorry, Saggies, but if this is your scenario, then that's what I'm feeling for you, that there isn't a long-term potential in this relationship. Now, for the other group of Sagittariuses, your partner wants to be with you. They're sure about that. They love you very much. They're very committed to you, but there might just be something that they want different or that they want change or something that some kind of maybe need or want that isn't currently being fulfilled or some kind of uncertainty that they have within the partnership. They're not uncertain about you. They're not uncertain about wanting to be with you and wanting to have a relationship with you, but they might be a little bit uncertain about how you feel about them or something like that. So if you're in that group of Sagittariuses, you have long-term potential, long-term commitment potential with this partner. They want to go the distance with you. They want to go all the miles with you. They just have something that they need help with or that they need changed, and I feel like it's actually really minor, and it's this issue can be resolved very quickly, very easily. It's really not a big deal once you know what it is. So I would recommend that you maybe ask your partner about it. If they are in the if yeah, I feel like they're more than likely going to be open about whatever it is that is bothering them, especially if it's something that they are aware of, like they know what it is, and they're just going to tell you. If they don't know what it is, then it might take them a little bit to figure it out, but once you ask them, it'll get them thinking about, yeah, like what is it? Like how do I describe this? So I feel like your partner will be very open with you about whatever issue is going on. It just may, like, if they already know, they'll be open with you immediately. If they don't know, then they just may need a few days to figure out what exactly it is so that they can communicate it to you and it will be resolved. So that is what I'm feeling for you, Sagittarius, is I feel like you're in a really good place in your relationship. And if you're with a partner who has just minor issues, then the two of you are definitely set up to have a very happy, long-term, committed future together that I think will have everything that you want in it. Whatever vision you have for your relationship, whether it's starting a family or traveling together or living together, whatever it is, whatever your long-term end goal vision is, this is the partner that is it for you. Unless you're one of the Sagittariuses that's in the camp of your partner does not want to have a future with you. So I hope you can figure out which side of that you're on. I hope most of you are in the camp where your partner does want to be with you long term. All right, Sagittarius, so that's what I'm feeling for you intuitively. I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards, shuffle the deck, and I'm going to show you the cards, and we're going to talk through the tarot deck for the second half of this video. All right, Sagittarius, so I am using the Witch's Tarot deck by Ellen Dugan for this video. We're going to do this like we did the December video, so the top row is what we're going to talk about in this video, and the bottom row we will talk about in the extended video. So in the top row we have the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, the Lovers, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Temperance card. So, Saggy, in the intuitive portion of this video, we were talking about how there's two camps of Sagittariuses. Your partner, in both cases, is currently not completely happy or not like as happy as you are in the relationship for a reason. And then that's where the two camps split off, where For some of you, your partner is just not sure that they want to be with you long term. They're not sure that they want to have a committed relationship with you. And then the other camp is there's just some kind of issue or some kind of smaller uncertainty that they have in the relationship. If they're uncertain about the relationship, they're not uncertain about wanting to be with you. They're uncertain about whether or not you want to truly be with them. And so for the side where your partner is not interested in being with you, your relationship is going to come to an end in about 3 months, most likely. For those of you who are on the other side, you have a long-term partner. You found the one. You found the one, Sagittarius. So trying to figure out what side your partner is on, like, we didn't really have an answer for that in the intuitive portion. It was kind of like, I hope you can figure that out. But the Chariot card is, I think, the answer to that question. So with the Chariot card, I feel that basically you're really excited about your relationship. You're really in love. You really love your partner. You really love how things are going. You want to have a future with them. And I feel like you are ready to get that going. You're ready to start moving forward in your relationship, to start realizing the vision that you have for the two of you. And so with the Chariot card, I feel like you should go ahead and put those plans out there and let your partner know about them if you haven't already. And how your partner responds is going to be the answer to whether or not you're going to have a long-term relationship with this person. If your partner is like, I don't want that, I'm not so sure about that, that's not really what I'm looking for, then you know that they're not really interested in having a committed relationship with you. If their response is, oh, I'd love to do that, or oh, like, how do we make this work, or oh, like, I'm interested in that, like, let's see. If it's more on the positive side of the spectrum, then they're the one, like I was saying before, you have found the one, Sagittarius. If they're like, nope, then you know what side of the reading they are on. So that basically will answer the question for you. So go ahead and make your plans, share your plans with them, let them know what you're thinking about the future of your relationship, and that will give you the answer to whether or not they want to have that relationship with you as well. The Nine of Cups, I feel, represents your partner. So the Nine of Cups, just in general, represents a really nice, fulfilling outcome, especially one that is in the emotional love realm. I feel like in this case, and I feel like that obviously pertains to this reading, that's what's been coming up in the intuitive portion, and that's what's here in the card itself. But I also feel like the Nine of Cups represents your partner. I feel like your partner is somebody who loves you very, very much. They are somebody who is very nurturing, and they very, very much like to take care of you and to make you feel loved and special, and they have this very nice warm energy about them. And I feel like this is everything that you are looking for. This meets all of your needs, or at least most of your needs. And I feel like maybe you didn't know before you met this person that you had those needs. Maybe you didn't know that you liked somebody who was very warm and very nurturing and very loving and very caring and like very expressive in those kinds of ways. But now that you've met them, you're like, oh my gosh, this is what I have always wanted. This is exactly what makes me feel loved. So they fulfill a need that you didn't really know that you had before you met them. So that's actually really special, Sagittarius. And the next card is the Lover's card. And that basically represents a loved relationship. It represents a beautiful partnership that you have. It represents commitment and connection and, really something beautiful. And that's basically been the theme of this reading. So there you have it right there in the cards. And I feel like this relationship is not only blessed by fate, but it was also put together by fate. You two were supposed to meet and you two were supposed to come together. So not only are you being blessed by the gods, but you were actually brought together by the gods, whether or not you realize that or not. And I feel like this Two of Wands represents you, Sagittarius. I feel like whether or not you know that the gods put you guys together is not only blessing the two of you, but like actually wanted the two of you to meet and to be together, to fulfill some kind of purpose or destiny together, to fulfill some kind of energetic connection that the universe needed. Whether or not you are aware of that or have been aware of that, you know that this is special. You really know that what you have is special, and you are not going to squander this opportunity. You're going to make the most of it. You're going to put everything into it. This is something special, and you're going to treat it as such. You are not going to take it for granted. Just because you have the world given to you, you have the world in your hands, doesn't mean that you are going to take it for granted. So Sagittarius, that's absolutely wonderful that you understand what you have and you're willing to make the most of it and to put your all into it and to really appreciate this gift that you have in your life. The Eight of Swords, I feel, represents your partner again. I feel like they are a little bit uncertain about the direction that you want to take this relationship in. They would like to have a future with you. So I guess this is the second group of people, which is the remainder of this reading. The first card tells you whether or not you're in this group, but your partner really wants to have a future with you. They really want things to progress and to move forward. They love you very much. They want a commitment with you. They want to go the distance with you. They want to live a lifetime with you. And if they could have more than that, more than just one lifetime, oh, they would take it in a heartbeat. They take all the lifetimes. So your partner really wants that, but they, for some reason, are not sure. They have the uncertainty that I guess we were talking about before about whether or not you want the same. Like, I feel like they feel that you do, but they haven't seen the signs of it. So if you haven't mentioned your plans to them, Sagittarius, you really, really, really should, because, you know, even if you've mentioned some plans, maybe you haven't been completely clear about just how committed you want to be. Maybe you've like talked about it in the periphery, or like, you know, made serious plans like in one way, like maybe you've said that you want to go on a trip together, or maybe you want to move in together, but you haven't said you want to get married, or that you know that you want like something very permanent. So you've like maybe danced around it but not been super clear about it. So that's why they're in this kind of trapped, confused state. It's because they love you, but they're really unsure about your commitment and your love for them. So that may be the issue that we were talking about in the intuitive portion of this video, that it's easy to resolve once you know what it is. So that may be exactly what it is. So have that conversation with them, because if you mention it, they're gonna open up about it. And the Temperance card, I feel, so Temperance tends to mean have patience, but I feel like what it represents for you is timing, because I don't feel that it's telling you to be patient, but it's also not telling you to be rushed. So don't take your sweet time, but there also is no rush. So have a balance in your timing. And I feel like you, Sagittarius, really understand timing. I feel like you have a sense of maybe the magic in the air, or the perfect timing, the perfect moments. And so use that gift of yours and find the right timing to make all of this happen, make all of your plans happen, make everything that you want fall into place. Everything that you want for your future, everything you want, everything you want for your future, you know how to make it happen. You know the sequence that needs to happen. You know the timing of it. You know how to make this materialize. So use your timing to make it materialize, because your timing is going to be on point if you trust yourself. Trust your timing, and it'll be perfect, Sagittarius. And your partner will fall right along the line with you. And again, they have some hesitations, and maybe they are a shy person, so they may like show some slight hesitations, but unless they're like, I don't want this future with you, they're not in this camp. Unless they're like, I don't know if I want to be with you, they're not in this camp. If they're like, I want this, but I don't know if now's the right time, that's a different story. Then you're in this side. You're in the side where you have a future. Because that may just be them being shy, or like trying to think, okay, like, yeah, I want this, but like, how do I make this work? I need a plan. And if they plan it, then they'd be like, yeah, like, I got a plan, let's do it. But until they have a plan, they may be like, yeah, I want this, but like, I don't know how yet. so you may need to bring this timeline into fruition, because you have the gift of timing, Sagittarius. So again, don't take your sweet time with this, because your partner is hesitating, right? They are questioning your commitment and your interests and things like that, and whether or not you want the complete future, or you just want part of the future in the short term. Like, if you want to move in, is that like you want to move in for a few years and then, but you don't actually want to commit the long term? Or do you want to move in and like we actually have something for forever, you know, not just a few years? So that's kind of what may be going on in their mind. So again, like, don't take your sweet time with this, because they have their hesitations, but you also don't have to rush, because they're here to stay. So, you know, do it sooner rather than later, but trust your timing, essentially. So trust your timing. Sooner than later. So do it now, but wait for the inspiration. That's when you go in the moment. So plan to do it now, and then once the inspiration hits, bam, go for it. All right, Sagittarius. So this is a wonderful, wonderful reading. This is amazing. I love how the intuitive portion was positive and all the cards that came out were super positive. I mean, Nine of Cups, the Lovers, Two of Wands, beautiful. I'm just taking a look over here. Ace of Pentacles is pretty positive. Ace of Swords, got a lot of aces. That's good. So Sagittarius, this concludes the YouTube portion of this video. If you're interested in the extended, I will share what the cards are. We have the Karma card, which I think represents judgment in the traditional tarot. This is the Witch's Tarot, so they've changed a few of the words. We have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. So if you're interested in the extended, I will see you in that video. You can access it at the link at the end of this video, which is www.patreon.com/Trishna. The link is also in the description box. If you're interested in that, I will see you there. If not, thank you so much for watching. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe, and I will see you in my next video on YouTube.